Here. What's going on, everybody? This is D-Train. Welcome to the Other Coast Gaming Podcast, the realest New York podcast y'all niggas ever heard in your life.
Big facts, no cap.
Today, because we're a little out of it, we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about what we've been playing lately.
It's very late today, but we want to get this done today. We've been playing a lot of shit.
That's a fact. And with that being said, let us begin. The date is February 2nd. It is glorious 4 days. The game has been consuming most of what I played, aside from my little mobile ventures with Dragonball Legends and shit.
So I can go first then to give us a little bit of diversity. That's what we're about here at the Other Coast. Diversity.
What you got on the horizon there, sir?
So speaking of horizon, I've come to the conclusion I'm not gonna get a Pro just in my life.
Yeah, you're just gonna skip and wait for PS5.
I just don't understand what I'm gonna do with that. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna buy a console this year, with or without a price cut. They're gonna price cut it immediately. Even after they price cut it, next year we're getting new consoles. Like, I don't think they're waiting until 21. So I'm gonna buy $400 consoles and then or $300 consoles, and then buy another one in a year. Like, I can't do that.
I hear that.
So I think that's done. So as a side note, I figured I'm gonna play Horizon because I still have the Frozen Wilds DLC that I never played.
Oh, really?
And I bought it. So
that's gangster.
Yeah, I can't wait to play
Horizon in a while.
So I'm playing a little bit on Switch. I'll start with that first. I've been playing The Messenger, which I think I mentioned last week, but it's just I've gotten pretty far in it now, and I've gotten to the big flip of the game where I'm like about halfway through. I'm just so surprised how much I freaking love this game. The writing, fucking hilarious. There's multiple. I posted on Twitter. You can definitely find it there. Like, just certain things they say after you die are just such, like, they fucking piss you off. It's almost like the dog from Duck Hunt. Like, they're like, pro tip, avoid the spikes. They'll be like, you died 58 times. Maybe it's time to see a shopkeeper. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. Then, like, so
Zingo.
Yeah. So one of the things that they do is they have a little, like, I want to call him a monster, but, you know, it's like a little thing. He flies around, one eye, red, and if you die for a certain period of time afterwards, any like gems, crystals, whatever you want to call it, you go right to him until he's full, and then he leaves, right? So there's the ability to shorten that time, but in the beginning he eats a lot, like he's eating all his shit. So you're just like, it's incentive obviously not to die. And then when you die, you're like, fuck, I gotta this stupid asshole running around. But he'll talk shit to you and be like, I am so glad I was assigned to you. I've gotten 548 pieces. And you're like, fuck, man, I've lost 548 and I've died, you know, all this time. And they just like, it just keeps on reminding you how you ain't shit. But
love a game that just makes you like, oh yeah, you suck.
The game is like,
you rub it in a little bit.
Yeah, that guy rubs it in a lot, but he's fucking hilarious, so I don't even get mad. And like, so the game is very aware of like cliche shit in games, especially games of that type of old school, like Ninja Gaiden and shit like that. So they make jokes like these two ogres are like top of a mountain. They're like, man, I haven't seen a human in a while. Hope that's not foreshadowing. And obviously you're coming up right after that, and it's just like fucking great, man. So writing is very interesting in it, where I think like the comedy aspect really shines through. So if you're unfamiliar with this game, it's a side-scrolling game, platformer, all that good stuff. It looks in the same art style as Ninja Gaiden. It's definitely a spiritual successor to them. And I tried multiple times to get into those types of games, and because, you know, people talk about them so high, and I just didn't like them. Like, I tried, wasn't for me. This game is kicking my teeth in, and I'm fucking playing all the time, and I just think it's such a great game. I think it's because of those things. You know, the graphics are beautiful, like really like top notch, fucking gorgeous. Once again, I posted a lot of like pictures. Some of them are so fucking beautiful. The music is fucking awesome. writing's fucking awesome, and the gameplay, they give you so much stuff, and you just get to a point that like they gradually build you up to make you feel like a badass ninja. Like there's a lot of times where I'll go into a board, I'll look around and I'll be like, damn, I don't think I can get by this shit. This shit is fucking crazy. Guess what happens? I get through it every time. You know what I mean? So it's doing a good way progression wise, and a lot of people talk shit about this game, talking about the beginning part was like weak, and the second half when you open up the scroll it gets a lot better. I have no problem with the beginning of the game. I think the beginning game is fucking awesome, very nostalgia filled, and very like show you where games have started from and where games are going. And I'm just all for whatever this developer does next. Like they got me. They just knocked it out of the park with the Messenger I got for under $20. It's a great game. I recommend just even looking at it, look a little trailer. See if you like it. But it's definitely getting my stamp of approval for a buy. And I'm so happy I bought it. And I owe it an apology. I posted on Twitter my apology to them. And they tweeted back the developers because they're really cool. And they tweet back at people. And they were just like, there's no apologies. There's a lot of games out. But I'm like, no, my apology to you is I put in your game as like a fucking honorable mention. That's disrespect. That game is one of my favorite games of last year. That came out last year. By far. So that was that game. Not done yet, but definitely in the mix.
That's dope. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Messenger is made by the people who made Ninja Gaiden, right?
No, it's just a spiritual successor. They just like that game.
Oh, it's a spiritual successor.
Yeah.
Would you, as a person, revisit the Ninja Gaiden game since they based it off of that pretty much?
I tried. I don't like them. Just not for me. Not fun. I don't like really at all. I could see where they got their inspiration. You could 2 seconds in, you could see it, but they just do it in a way that I enjoy a lot more.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I've been trying to play old games just because I feel like, to know where games, to really appreciate how far games have come, you gotta know where they start. So I try to play a lot of like classic games that people talk a lot, and I don't mean to just like pick up the sticks and playing them. Anybody can do that. I'm talking about start to finish, experiencing the game and seeing what I think of it. And a lot of older games I just don't seem to dig. It's very rare an older game like really fucking grabs me. And when I say rare, I haven't really seen one that has. So we'll see.
I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, mine's like a Mario and shit. Like those are classics. I'm not talking about shit like that. Certain games just like, man, you're supposed to like this game. This game's fucking amazing. And I'm like, not for me, man.
I feel that.
But I think new developers are learning what they've learned from them and putting their own twists on them and creating really beautiful things. Like Cuphead is another great example for Xbox. Man, that game is fucking fire. And it's a game.
I really wish they made that on PlayStation. I would buy that.
Yeah. Oh my god. I think about that game all the time. Let me tell you, if there's something I'm excited about for Xbox, it's not Crackdown 3. It is sure as shit for the DLC for Cuphead. As soon as that shit goes live, I'm buying that shit and I'm fucking playing it again. I'm back in the shit. Can't wait. Don't even get me excited.
Shout out Cuphead.
Missed that game. Miss you. I think that's all for the Switch. I can't really remember. I've been playing Splatoon a lot. I say a lot. I don't mean a lot. I've been playing it just loosely. I don't really have enough playtime in to really critique that game the correct way. The only thing I could say about it is I want to keep playing. Speaking of some games, so I have a couple heartbreaking things to tell you. Played Jump Force.
Oh, you got to play?
Got to play. Not impressed at all. Yeah. I know that sucks because we were looking forward to that game a lot, but it is totally everything I feared.
It's the same as J-Stars?
Very similar, and it's just not. Combat is just very stiff.
That's what she said.
That was perfect. It just doesn't feel good, man, and I'm like really fucking disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna play it because I don't think a beta is fair for me to judge the game, but for me personally, just as the 2 games I was very okay, let me phrase this. The 2 games that I really, really wanted to play, but was very apprehensive about purchasing, were Anthem and Jump Force, and both of those games I'm not a fan of. Like, not like a fan of, like, I guess not a fan of is the wrong word. I guess I'm not impressed after playing them.
Yeah, that's kind of trash. I didn't know they did another Jump Force beta. I really wanted to try that and play it.
Yeah.
I didn't mind how J-Stars played a little bit. Like, it was a little bit weird, but like, I still had fun because like it was mainly just picking a character and dropping a super.
Yeah, and I think that that's acceptable, except for a couple different things that I have a problem with. One, you never played really. Well, you actually did play. You did play Ninja Storm series like at my house and shit.
Yeah.
So like the combat between those two games are dramatically different.
Absolutely.
There's no excuse for it not to be better. It shouldn't feel almost the same to me. And just to drop supers is not worth $60. You got these people buying fucking $80 editions and shit.
Yeah, I would never pay full price for that. I would if it was an awesome game, but like to pay full price for something that's like just dropping super.
That's what I'm saying though. That's a big deal. And they're trying to get people off the hype, and it's just I really don't want to be too hard on it because it's a beta. And I think that's very prescient to say, but I also want to make it known that I'm pretty sure that game comes out this month.
I think like the 15th. It's the 15th or the 22nd. I'm pretty sure.
For me, let's call a circle, square, square. That's not a fucking beta. That's your game. You're not changing how the combat feels in fucking 2 weeks. So I think that's a game that you definitely should get on the low, and your experience will differ. But for me, just off the beta, I will not be purchasing. Yeah, so for me, I'm definitely not going to be purchasing it. But we are going to play it for the podcast and make sure we inform people if it's going to be a cash grab off GameFly. But yeah, I would definitely not pre-order this game off of that. And then the other game I wouldn't pre-order is Anthem. So I played Anthem. I was able to get in, which is really cool. The main guy and the fort place all looked really cool, like beautiful looking. Seemed to run the right way. Everything was cool. Got on the javelin. Went out on the road, started flying around and shit like that. And all in all, it seemed like a very like good experience. But my problem with it is that it didn't wow me in the slightest. It just seemed like a very good game. It seemed like a good game. Like it'd be cool to get 4 of us in a room and play. But what game isn't better with 4 people? That you know,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that's necessarily a compliment.
Evolve was, I guess, not. It wasn't raved about, but like we had mad fun playing that game.
Yeah, and it feels cool to fly around and stuff like that. But the environment looked cool. But like the bosses were just like random dudes with guns. And then, granted, I didn't play the story, so like they throw you into the middle of the story. They don't like start you from the beginning, so there's no context. But like even like the animals, like the only ones that were intimidating were ones that were bigger than you. All the other ones were like, oh, here's some like 4-legged animals are gonna try to bite me. Let me fucking it shoots acid. Like I don't know, man. I just didn't feel I liked it at all. I played it and then I got stuck in a rock and I had to jump out of the mission and lose all my progress because I couldn't get out of the rock. So that's always fun. Oh my god. So like, what am I supposed to do, man? I wasn't impressed by that shit at all. I'm definitely not gonna buy that game. And I was on the fence. If I would have came in that shit and it was fire, I would have pre-ordered it. Like this was a very telling moment for me. And it's moments that I didn't want to happen. I don't want this to happen. I don't want to not like these games. I want to play Anthem.
I feel that because that mech suit shit, like
it looked fucking awesome, and
that
it
shit
is
looked
awesome.
really cool.
I'm not saying this shits aren't cool. I'm just telling you, like my gut's telling me this shit is not gonna be good on the long haul. And what's gonna happen? You're gonna get a game in a month that's a better game because they're gonna patch the shit out of it because there's gonna be mad problems. I got stuck in a fucking rock. Last week they couldn't even get the fucking servers up. Like there's signs that they're telling you what's going to happen.
Server issues when you're running your beta really is not a good look.
And these aren't fucking betas. Like this is the shit I'm talking. They call it a VIP demo. Why? I don't feel important.
Everywhere, I can play it.
But it's not even that. Like I'm fucking up, man. I can't get in. Like I'm fucking stuck in a rock and I had to quit out for mad long. Why?
Yeah, that shit is hella corny. I hate when these fucking places do that shit.
Bro, these guns, like,
I'm surprised we were able to get on Jump Force because the last time I tried, like, they completely sunned that shit.
Last time I tried, they sunned the other one. Well, actually, I didn't have the pre-order, so I'm not gonna blame them for that. But regardless, back to the thing. Shooting the guns, just nothing special about those guns at all. Like, I didn't see any drops or anything happening, which maybe just because they blocked off certain content, but like, I didn't see anything. There was nothing like, oh shit, that person got a crazy drop, or this, oh, I got this new gun, or oh, this gun is really cool. Like, it's like the gun is really cool and it's visually appealing and shit. Like, there's nothing that really like just made me want to play more. It wasn't like the combat was so fucking fluid and great that I wanted to play it, or it wasn't like the guns were really cool and they had like really like visually stunning effects. You know what I mean? Like, because Destiny has mad cool guns, like guns that you could like you just holding look fucking awesome. I didn't see anything like that. So like, dude, like what the fuck? So yeah, those two were duds for me. Very disappointed in both of them.
Those are 2 February games. When does Division come out?
March, and that's the one I think I'm saying this for a while. If I had to put money on any game, there has to be winners, there has to be losers, right? Mm-hmm. There's only so much time in the day. So we got Destiny, we got fucking all this Fortnite and Call of Duty, all this stuff, right? So we got mad shooters now. Now you're gonna add more shooters. So you're gonna have Anthem and Division being the 2 big dogs. If Anthem does what I think it's gonna do, like from just my little playing, and Division comes out and crushes it because it's Division 2 and they have a lot of the groundwork to work on, yo, that's gonna eat that shit's lunch. Like, real talk, just eat this shit because it's a single player game entirely. Mm-hmm. But okay, so glad I thought of this. So I said it's a single player game. It's actually not a single player game because I tried to play by myself and I couldn't fucking figure out how to play by myself. And when I was playing with 3 other people, they kept on dying. That's literally my fear, and every time I'm forced to matchmake with someone, that I'm gonna get stuck with a team that fucking sucks, and they're not with the shits. I'm gonna lose every single time we died. We did it 3 times, and the 3rd time is when I went through the rock. The first 2 times I was the last person alive. All my team died.
Tritidash.
So yeah, we'll see. I don't mean to be so hard on it, but I just want to inform the people.
Anthem Jump Force. Y'all niggas really are letting us down right now. I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all shit together.
I can't wait to play them though. Still, honestly,
get it up and get it out.
I'm definitely gonna gamify both of those games. I'm definitely gonna play both of those games. And I hope, I will say this to the end of time. I'm a generalist. I don't have any fucking benefit for these games sucking. BioWare is one of my favorite developers. I love anime games, and I get to have fucking Yu Yu Hakusho in there. I want more than anyone for these games to be good. Like, you know what I'm saying, Darius? You know me, so you know, like, this is like heartbreaking for me. Like, I'm not digging these games, but like,
that's a fact.
I'm not gonna I'm not liking Red Dead, or I'm not liking these games. I'm not gonna fucking not say it. Like, I have to say it. You know, it hurts me.
I hear that though, because like at the end of the day, if anyone listening out there, we're 2 people that buy these games at full price, just like y'all. I work a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday type shit and pay bills just like y'all do, and it costs fucking $60 to buy a game, and I'm not trying to fucking waste my money.
And this is the thing that bothers me so much, and this is why I've been getting into a lot of littler games, because it's like, bro, I spent less than $20 on the Messenger, and that shit is fucking fire. I played less than $20 for Hollow Knight. Fucking fire. I'm playing these games that are $60+ because I'm not buying no bitch ass edition. You know it. I gotta drop the 80.
That's a fact.
You know? So I'm buying these games and they're fucking trash. And I hate games, and this is a tangent. We can totally cut all this out. But for me, what I hate about video games is there's no benefit for you to buy it day one. You're like a fucking beta tester. So I am the consumer that's like, yo, I support your games, I pre-order your games, I love your games, and I get fucked for the first month, right? Because games get patched, and you know, fucking, you got games with 50 fucking gig patches. You got Final Fantasy, it's changing fucking endings, like, you know, all these shit's happening, right? Dude, I supported your game. I love your game. I want to buy it day one and enjoy it. That's why I have no tolerance for shit like this, because the fans are the ones you're fucking day one. The casual fan will buy it later when it's on sale. The real fans are the ones that get fucked. And for me, it just, oh man, I'm getting pissed. Getting pissed.
Talk your shit, Centron.
It's too much. It's too much. I'm gonna tone it down. But I'm just
don't
fucking
want the smoke.
Yeah, it's just getting me mad. We gotta, as gamers, we gotta stop pre-ordering. We gotta stop supporting these people that take advantage of our money. Because releasing games that are better after a month, it's not okay. Like, let me tell you, God of War may have been better in a month after release, but it wasn't that much better. I had a fucking amazing time, and it just came out, and it just existed. Give it a lot of shit to Nintendo. Nintendo makes a lot of games that just are good off the gate, right off the rip, good. Sea of Thieves, you think Sea of Thieves was good the first month? It wasn't.
Do better.
Speaking of something that didn't disappoint me at all, I just so our listeners are aware, I bought the season pass, the fighter pass for Dragonball FighterZ.
Hey,
Broly just got me pumped. Check out our Broly video that we made that goes over a lot of our thoughts about that movie. But that movie got me pumped, and I've been playing FighterZ, and I'm trash again. I have to get back up.
I'll never be top notch in a fighting game. I'm always gonna be booty,
bro.
I've come to that realization, and that's fine.
I
still have fun.
I was getting to a point that I was pretty good. Like, I was playing on hard, and I was winning most matches, and I was getting up there. And now I'm like still can play on hard, but it's not. It's hard. It's real hard. I'm doing everything. I'm dying. So the first two fighters in the fighter pass is Jiren and Videl with Great Saiyaman as her backup.
Oh my god!
They're both fucking fire. Which one do you think is my favorite?
Because I know you as a person, I know it's fucking Videl. But like, Jiren is definitely super cool.
You're 100% correct. It is Videl. She's fucking awesome. She's really cool. You can make her have pigtails, like when she did in the beginning of the. Remember how she cut her hair because she didn't want to like have somebody grab her shit.
Yeah.
But she has pigtails as an alternate costume, and she's just fucking awesome. She's a very quick fighting style, kind of like Android. The girl is 17. Pretty sure.
No, the girl is 18.
The girl's 18.
Yeah.
So she very similar fighting style to her, but she got some crazy like blocks and like she be doing like somersaults behind people and shit.
Oh wow!
And then she could definitely call a Saiyaman in and help her. Like if she gets knocked down, she can burn a 3-meter and he'll fucking come in and be like, "I'll protect you," and drop like a crazy Kamehameha wave.
Really?
She is fucking awesome, and I'm just having so much fun like learning her abilities and stuff like that. We're gonna post a video. I've been a little embarrassed to post anything as far as gameplay is concerned because it's just so bad and it's auto combo too much, and I'm just embarrassed with myself. But Videl is definitely the one.
Fuck these niggas out here. I'm posting all that shit. If y'all niggas got something to say, come see me.
Yeah, do that. But I'm playing it. I'm like really enjoying her in general, and her and Saiyaman's just like banter between each other. It's just so perfect. It's so good. It's so fitting. Perfect. Knock it out of the park. They nailed that shit. Jiren is I'm not having as much fun with him, but it's also because I'm just not very good with him. Mm-hmm. He's like, I thought Videl would be harder to use, but Videl is so much, to me, she's clicking with me so much quicker than Jiren is. So I've basically been running like those two back to back to just try to get like more familiar with them too.
I feel that.
But
I will say when I got Jiren for Xenoverse 2, he was a very weird play.
No.
He just didn't feel like a regular fighter when I battled with him.
He doesn't do a crazy drop kick in the game.
He's like a kind of like a borderline like medium attack like brute character,
which is fine. I'm with that shit.
But he was very strange to play in Xenoverse as well. So I can only imagine how he would play in FighterZ.
Definitely, very very different. But still enjoying them. Can't wait to see the next announcements. We talked a little bit about. We could probably close out with this because we don't really have anything besides the Kingdom Hearts segment. But we were watching the fighting challenge for the Red Bull Cup, and it was fucking awesome. And it's just so cool to see these characters doing so many different, like people using mad characters that they never used. Somebody was using Goku rather, the guy who won. And man, I'm not qualified enough to speak on that. But you guys should definitely go look up some videos of that.
Yo, some of our hometown heroes got that ass. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, Goichi and fucking Sonic
That
Fox
shit
got
was wild.
spanky doodled. But yeah, definitely something you should check out.
Super fire.
I don't think I played anything else though, so I think I'm out on that.
I still have to download. You played as Piranha Plant?
Yes, I did. Oh, okay, that's a good one.
I still have to download. I got the email actually from Nintendo. Ironically enough, that I have to download, but I still haven't gotten a chance to play. Have you played?
Yeah, I played with him. I did his whole classic mode. His last boss is the Rathalos from Monster Hunter, which is fucking awesome.
Oh, that's really cool.
Really cool. He is a great character, man. They nailed him. They did. So what I found interesting about him is that you could still kind of get around with him a lot. You can run around and do some shit, but he has basically an up B where he spins his leaves really quickly around his sides, and he like basically like propels himself up. He has his ability where he throws like an ink blast, and if you're caught in this like ink smoke, you just get like mad damage, almost like a fireball. Not a fireball, like you know how what's his name? The guy from Castlevania, Richter. He throws that like fire shit.
Yeah.
Simon Belmont. He throws the fire shit and he gets caught, and it's kind of like that except bigger, and it's ink. It's like purple ink. And then he has this other ability where he puts his head into the pot, and then you can like angle it, like you know, from 90 degrees and up and down and shit. And then you let that shit go, and he like shoots out and grabs you. And he just that's like a power move. As soon as he hits you with that shit, you're going flying. And then he has another ability where he shoots out a spiked ball, and he can like angle it where he wants it to go. So you can like throw it to the right, you can throw it to the left, shit like that. I love him. I think he's so perfect, and like I'm not good at him yet, but just by the end of it, I was kicking people's asses, and I'm like, okay, I can see how someone much more skilled than I am could just be absolutely disgusting with this guy. And just great first shot, but I mean, who would have thought anything differently?
Yeah, aesthetically, he looks fucking amazing.
Cool colors too. Like orange and yellow and shit. Also, on a side note, this is really just ADD talking, but Jiren's costumes are fucking crazy. Like they have some crazy colorful Jiren costumes. Like one is like bright fucking yellow. It looks fucking awesome. Looks so cool. But yeah, Piranha Plant's colors and board and his classic mode. This is all great, man. It's just a great shot. All it does is make me want more. Like just want more characters so bad.
Shout Smash, that shit was fucking dope. I think that about wraps it up for what we've been playing, though. Make sure you guys drop some comments about what y'all been playing. Hit that like, hit that subscribe.
Oh, if you guys actually played in the Anthem demo or the Jump Force demo, I'd love to hear about your experience. Positive, the better. You know, if it's negative, just keep it a little respectful. Try not to shit all over them. And yeah, I would definitely just like to know where the gauge is. You know what I mean? Just having different people's opinions. I love it.
Factual. Hit us in the comments. Hit us up on Twitter at @the_other coast. It's the other coast, bitches.